Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple share sweet NYC update. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple are having a blast being in public together. After the finale aired on Wednesday night, the happy couple did their media rounds and then took a flight to New York. They have decided to look for an apartment there for them to live part-time. Now they are there and they are having a blast. Joan shared the sweetest update on social media. Keep reading to find out more. Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple share New York update. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple are having the time of their lives in New York City. The couple is enjoying some time together in public as well as looking for their apartment. They have decided they will spend time there in Maryland and in Kansas. Joan went to Instagram to share a special and very sweet update with fans. She posted a short video of them having fun in New York. They are kissing and just having the best time. The song "I Like Me Better When I'm With You" is playing in the background. Across the video are the words to the song which says, "To be young and in love in New York City." Joan's caption says, "I like me better when I'm with you." Along with spending quality time together, Joan and Chock have also been spending time with his children there. She shared some photos of them as well. They have not said how long they are staying in New York on this trip. They are also out shopping as Joan showed fans on Instagram stories. She even asked fans for recommendations on their favorite shopping locations. Golden Bachelorette host Jesse Palmer commented on the video and said, "NYC looks great on you too." Others chimed in too. Another fan congratulated them and told them here's to many years ahead. Others noted how beautiful New York is during the holidays. Even more fans commented on how beautiful of a couple they are. Bachelor Nation is definitely cheering these two lovebirds on. So far, the happily engaged couple has not shared if they have looked at any apartments yet. It's obvious how much love they have for one another, and fans are hoping things work out. While they haven't set a date to get married just yet, Joan did say they will probably start planning things after the holidays are over. Joan Vassos leaned into the cool November breeze, her golden curls shimmering under the iconic lights of Times Square. Beside her, Chock Chapple held her hand with a confidence that belied their whirlwind romance. The couple, who captured America's hearts on The Golden Bachelor, seemed utterly at home in the vibrant energy of New York City. For fans, this unexpected update was nothing short of magical. A love story continuing to blossom against the glittering backdrop of the Big Apple. A night to remember. Joan and Chock had come to the city for what they described as a bucket list weekend, but it was clear that the adventure was as much about deepening their bond as it was about ticking off items from a list. Dressed elegantly, Joan in a chic navy coat and Chock in a tailored gray peacoat, they had spent the day exploring NYC's storied landmarks. "We started with a carriage ride through Central Park," Joan shared in a social media update, her warm smile visible in every word. "It felt like we were in one of those classic movies where everything just feels right." Chock, never one to shy away from a bit of humor, chimed in during their Instagram video. "I told Joan I'd never ridden in a horse-drawn carriage before. She told me it's high time I checked that off my list." He chuckled, his voice resonating with the kind of easy joy that fans of the show had come to adore. Their carriage ride wasn't the only romantic highlight. Later, the pair found themselves wandering through the Metropolitan Museum of Art, marveling at centuries-old masterpieces. "I've always loved art," Joan confessed, her voice soft. "But sharing it with someone who sees the world with as much wonder as Chock does, it's something else entirely." A surprise serenade? The evening took an unexpectedly sweet turn when the couple stumbled upon a jazz quartet performing near Washington Square Park. Chock, ever the gentleman, pulled Joan closer as the band struck up a soulful tune. To the delight of onlookers, the couple danced under the twinkling fairy lights strung across the park. "He's got moves," Joan quipped, laughing as Chock spun her around. "I didn't expect a New York serenade, but leave it to this city to make magic happen." The moment that stole the show. It wasn't until the pair sat down for dinner at a cozy Greenwich Village restaurant that the update truly became a moment fans would cherish. As the camera panned across their intimate table, capturing plates of mouth-watering Italian cuisine, Chock raised his glass for a toast. "To us," he said, his eyes locking with Joan's, "and to every adventure yet to come." For a brief moment, the world faded away. Joan's smile turned soft, her eyes glistening with emotion. To us, she echoed, their glasses clinking in perfect harmony. Reflections on the journey. Their NYC trip wasn't just about sightseeing, it was also a chance for the couple to reflect on their unique journey. Joan, who had initially joined the Golden Bachelor looking for a second chance at love, admitted that she hadn't anticipated just how much her life would change. Chock came into my life like a breath of fresh air, she said during a candid interview. I wasn't sure if I'd ever find someone who truly understood me, but with him, everything just feels effortless. Chock, for his part, was equally reflective. I wasn't looking for fireworks or grand gestures, he said. I just wanted someone to share the quiet moments with. Joan gives me that, and so much more. Fans rally behind the couple. As news of their NYC adventure spread, fans flooded social media with messages of support. Joan and Chock are living proof that love can happen at any age, one user wrote. Watching them dance in the park brought tears to my eyes. Others couldn't get enough of their palpable chemistry. The way Chock looks at Joan, it's like she's the only person in the world. Goals, another fan commented. What's next for Joan and Chock? Though their NYC trip was filled with unforgettable moments, Joan and Chock hinted that this was just the beginning of their adventures together. We've got a lot more places we want to see, Chock revealed, his grin wide. And if Joan has her way, we'll be taking a lot of photos along the way. Joan laughed, nodding in agreement. I think this city has reminded us both how important it is to embrace life fully, to take every chance to celebrate the little things. As they prepared to leave the city, their hearts full and their bond stronger than ever, one thing was clear. Joan and Chock's story was far from over. Whether they were dancing in a park, wandering through a museum, or simply sharing a quiet meal, their love radiated in every shared glance, every tender word. For fans of The Golden Bachelor, Joan and Chock's NYC update wasn't just a sweet moment, it was a testament to the power of love to transform, to inspire, and to create new beginnings. As they strolled hand in hand down a quiet Manhattan street, the city's lights casting a golden glow around them, Joan looked up at Chock and smiled. This, she said softly, is exactly where I want to be. Chock squeezed her hand, his expression filled with warmth. And this, he replied, is only the beginning. Their journey may have started on a reality show, but in the streets of New York, surrounded by history, art, and the laughter of strangers, Joan and Chock proved that real-life love stories are often the sweetest of all. The crisp November air hummed with excitement as Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple strolled hand in hand through Central Park. New York City, bustling with its usual vibrancy, offered a perfect backdrop for the couple's whirlwind romance that had captured America's hearts on The Golden Bachelorette. Since the finale, where Joan chose Chock from a lineup of charming suitors, their journey had continued to blossom far beyond the camera's gaze. The city had always been special to Joan. It was where she'd spent countless summers as a young woman, soaking in Broadway shows and savoring sidewalk pretzels. For Chock, a retired firefighter with a hearty laugh and an unshakable sense of adventure, this was his first trip to the Big Apple. I thought I'd seen it all, he had joked during their morning coffee at a tiny cafe in the West Village. But Joan, you keep showing me there's so much more to discover. Their NYC adventure began at the iconic Bethesda Terrace, where musicians played soft jazz that echoed through the park. Joan, always one to seize a moment, pulled Chock close. Dance with me, she whispered, her golden curls catching the light as she tilted her head back in laughter. Chock hesitated, glancing at the growing crowd of onlookers. But Joan's confidence was infectious, and soon they were swaying in perfect harmony, their movements light and playful. Tourists clapped, capturing the couple's impromptu performance on their phones. Joan, you've turned me into a hopeless romantic, Chock said, his voice filled with affection.